everybody, welcome back to Freestyle Friday. Literally facial Fridays.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Please do. I meant to buy that neck mask. Remember I was talking about that neck mask last week? I didn't buy it. I forgot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do this one. What was that Origins one? When do you get a new mask? Well, I guess if it doesn't, if it's not messed up.
I like this mask.
You know what? I'm starting doing a thinner layer. I'm looking online. They said you do a clay mask to do a thin layer. Is that true?
I don't know.
What kind of layer do you do? Yeah, yours is decent.
I just kind of put it on.
I'm a little bit under the weather, but it's not too bad, right? But I have the sniffles, and I sneezed last night at work, and this guy was like, "You should get tested for COVID."
Do you like that? I think you should.
I just feel like, are we not allowed to have colds anymore?
I mean,
Are we not allowed to have a cold anymore? Are we not allowed to have? I'm not even feeling that. I'm not feeling bad. I'm just, you sneeze.
mm-hmm.
We talked about this before a long time ago when the whole thing first started. But so we just not having regular colds anymore? Is that just out of the question now?
I guess.
Allergies? Does that not a thing anymore? Everything is COVID. Everything. You sure?
I think you put just a little bit on your forehead.
Is it? I can't see. Is it? Then I put a lot. What do you mean? What do I need to do? What did I miss?
I mean, just a little piece of dirt on your toe.
What do you mean? What did I miss? I can't.
Let me see.
Here. It looks like from here. It was like. Okay.
There's this guy that I watch on YouTube. Like, I don't know how interesting this is, but it was pretty interesting to me. There's this guy that I watch on YouTube, and he's like a guy that lives off the grid.
Oh yeah, I want to see him. I haven't seen that yet. What's his name?
His show is called Self-Reliance.
Self-Reliance.
Let me see.
Him?
Yeah, him. There he is. My Self-Reliance.
My Self-Reliance. Okay.
And he lives off the grid, and he's building a log cabin. It's just him and his dog, and he doesn't even talk. Really, he talks like at the end of it. But watching this man like be away from everyone and be in the woods like this, it does two things for me. It makes me think of the show Strangers.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where any kind of nut can walk on your door, and then you're just like near nothing.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, it looks peaceful.
Yeah.
Because then you literally are there people where it's just him and his dog. He's married and he doesn't live there 100%. Because he's still because he's still building it. I think that he was waiting for his kids are leaving. They're getting older. They're empty nesters.
I'm looking at his page now. He has 1.6 million subscribers.
He has a lot. He doesn't do anything. All he does is sit there and build his house and make food. He makes these really good dinners and stuff out there.
Really?
Yeah, I mean
he made one now. Wilderness.
Yeah, he like
current one says nature providing wilderness off grid living, hunting, camping, so on.
I don't know why I start watching this guy, but. His videos are like anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour.
Well, first of all, I really want a log cabin. Yeah. A log cabin's in my future.
I've always wanted a ranch.
I don't think I want to live like directly in a log. I'd like to be a getaway, like a place where I can go. I've always just wanted to have a place.
Yeah, I've always wanted like a ranch.
Yeah,
where I could just because I like nature.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a camper, but I do like nature. So I do like the idea of property and also land. Right. I like land. And so whenever I used to watch the show Dallas, I love South Fork because I like all that cattle, and horses and land, and you feel like you're just breathing natural air, in the cities, so I like that. On the other hand, then I watch movies like The Strangers, and
you're alone,
and then you're just like, oh, I am alone.
Yeah, it's like I like
because he gets all kinds of questions. Like this guy, he gets a lot of questions, and a lot of people have valid questions. People say they love. First of all, he has a great camera. So he gets really good, like views. Yeah. The camera quality is really good. So you get to see like, the snow and it's in Canada. He's in Canada.
Yeah. And, which is already pretty.
And some people were like, do you ever see like aliens? Because aliens always.
Who says that?
People say that. A lot of people ask him that. Have you ever seen like a Bigfoot or an alien? Because that's where aliens land. They always land in places like that where there's no one. You know what I mean?
They ask him this?
And they ask him this. This is the questions. And then they ask him, how do you make all these wonderful meals and then like bears?
Oh, don't come
into your area. And so
I'm sure he's kind of understands it now.
Yeah, he's like one with nature or something. Anyway, it's just him and his dog.
Where's his dog?
His dog is like cute. He's adorable.
I'm gonna watch it because Kara's been talking about.
He just makes really good meals, and he's got like a smokehouse. Like where I am watching it, he has his house is built. Yeah. But he's got a loft, and he's just like, I would live out here if I wasn't married. I would live out here, just live out here. He's just like, but my wife needs, conveniences, and plus living off the grid, you have to have your own everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they do their own.
Raw Beauty Christie. Mm-hmm. I watch this beauty blogger, Raw Beauty Christie. Mm-hmm. She's a really unique beauty blogger because something about her is really cool. But anyways, she and her husband now have a home like in the woods somewhere, and I think to myself, same thing. Strangers, the movie Strangers, The Strangers comes into mind as scary, or even When a Stranger Calls. Yeah, like that's because no one around. Mm-hmm. But also, like I'm with you. Like I feel like this other part of me is like, oh, it'd be nice. But see, I like more of the I like to live on a beach house where it's not around other houses, but the same situation. Yeah, it's still like that strangers, where no one's around you. But the idea of kind of being somewhat secluded and away from like the city, you know what I mean, just peaceful and quiet. And Kara and I are very much homebodies, so it really like rings true for us. Like we would love to have something like that.
I like the idea of this. I
love water.
That's what I like about like like ranches, because ranches are far away from the next ranch. Yeah, you know what I mean. I like the idea of
the community's still there, but it's
just far away. You know what I mean. But I feel like I like peace. Yeah, me too. You know what I mean. So when I watch this, because he doesn't talk, he doesn't really talk. I think he talks like at the end. Yeah, you know what I mean, like for about 5 minutes. Yeah. But like the whole video is like an hour or even 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. But for the whole hour, he doesn't say anything. You just watch him walk around nature, build his house, cook food, talk to his dog.
I'll link his video below, you guys.
He's got like I'll link his page subscribers. Below. And I'm like, why does he have 1 million subscribers? I'm like, it is interesting. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I am interested in that. And, someone was, a lot of, like, the comments are the most interesting because people are like, I wish I had the balls. Like, a lot of men say that in his comments. They're like, I wish I had the balls to do this. Because his whole point, I think, like, he talks about in his, like, I think it's like introductory video. Yeah. His point is he's trying to live free. Yeah. So basically, see if he can live without paying for anything. Right. So he builds this cabin by himself, like on the Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, he killed a deer. Mm-hmm.
He goes hunting for his own food. He grows his own vegetables. He chops his own wood. He builds his own home. So he's trying to live free. Yeah. So see if he can live without paying. Yeah. For anything. And so I like that he tells the truth. Like he admits that that's impossible. Yeah. He said because in the way that we do business now, we don't barter anymore. Like back in the Little House on the Prairie where you could barter for things. Yeah. He's like, now everything is money. It's money. He said, and you do need electricity now. Right. Unfortunately, there are some things where electricity is like needed. That was like this here. Right. Like he's using tools. Yeah, that aren't powered. Yeah, he does say that I save a crap load of money. Yeah, you save a lot of money, and this man doesn't have a TV. Yeah, and he also doesn't have a radio or anything. So people will say all the time, it's amazing how much you can get done if you don't have TV and radio. It's true. What I mean? So and that is true. I get a lot of done when you're not on Facebook. Yeah, there's
videos where people live in like their. Those van videos, people who live in their vans. Oh, yeah, people live in,
or tiny homes.
Tiny homes. Mm-hmm. Tiny homes is very interesting.
What's funny is that I love space. Mm-hmm. I do. I like big houses and I like land. Yeah. Like lots of land and I like space, you know what I mean? And I'm probably more now because I live in this small room that now I can't wait to spread my wings and be that. But I have to tell you, these tiny homes keep you interested. Well, because it's your space. It's like this little space.
Also, the good thing about tiny homes is that it's kind of giving people a way, not like a huge house, but it's giving people a way to have their own land. Yeah. Because you have to buy, it's like you're buying your own, and I think it's what everybody wants in life. Everybody wants to have like their own spot. Like, cause where self-reliance and freedom is owning your own land. Yeah. Like people are like, I'm gonna rent this, I'm gonna rent that. I mean, I understand that you have to do that. You have no choice sometimes with renting things. I mean, we all know renting is the way of life for most people, but having your own actual land that you bought and you put stuff in. You know what I mean? Like that's goals for me. Like I really would like to.
And
like you're saying,
like
I like
they own their home, but they don't own the land. See, right. I want the land.
I want the land.
The land.
Right.
Because then people can't tell you what to put in your yard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People, you don't need as much as you think.
You don't.
You know what's funny that I've learned being here is that I always thought that you had to have like the big kitchen and all, like that, and all that stuff is great, and I can't wait to have it again. It's gonna be so exciting. I love decorating. I can't wait to have it again. But the truth of the matter is, when you get down to basics, you really don't need a lot of stuff to live. People always feel like you do, but you really don't. Like, we are proof you do not need it. But Karen and I have made full course meals. We just make full desserts.
I'm going to bring you that chocolate cake I show you.
We have an entire little workout section over here. You know what I mean? Like, we make it work somehow.
It's like the key to life is using whatever it is that you buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can imagine now doing any other way. I like to shop and everything, but I think that what's allowed me to save and to clear my debt has been simply using what I buy and using it to the fullest. So don't buy workout machines if you're not going to use them.
Right. And so our workout machine is very expensive. It's pretty expensive. It can be more, but it's pretty expensive. But we use it. Yeah. Like, we use it, and it makes sense for us to have
go grocery shopping, like little things like that. But I think it's interesting because like during the time of like I like shows like Little House on the Prairie and like The Waltons. Yeah. And the reason why is because there is some peace. Because they obviously had things like in the Little House on the Prairie days, like medicine was worse. Yeah. Because you basically had aspirin. Right. For cancer. You know what I mean? Right. So you understand, like they were saying, but on the other hand, the air wasn't polluted. Right. Because there were no high rises.
Food was real not preserved.
And was real not preserved. People worked, built their own homes, cooked their own food, and walked to school. So they were in shape. Nobody was really getting heart disease.
There's a sense of community there.
Right? A sense of community, of knowing things. And there's this simpleness that's in me.
Yeah.
I'm a very simple
Think about their entertainment. Their entertainment was like fiddles and just talking or storytelling and stuff like that. And while that might seem boring to some people, all I can think is there's being simple. There's peace and simplicity. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I will have to say, just as experience as living a simple life, like we've lived pretty simple for a little while now, it's just there's peace in it. Yeah. You know, like Kara was saying, use the stuff that you have and then purge the stuff that you don't. So like we're not overcrowded with stuff.
Don't spend, like what I've learned the most is like don't spend more than you have. Yeah. Like don't get lost in the keeping up with the Joneses. Yeah. Too much.
People do though.
You know, like buying stuff because you want to show it off and things like that. Like really, think about what you're buying and then really think, is it worth it? 'Cause I know that sometimes like I would say now I can say I'm really good with money. I'm really good with saving money. I don't need to have everything I see. When I do contemplate, sometimes we'll be shopping, we'll go shopping or something, and I'll get something put in my cart, and then like towards the end, do I need this? Yeah. And that's do I really want this, or is it? I take it just in case I do need it, and then I don't want someone else to take it. Yeah, you know what I mean. But then I kind of weigh my thing. Like I don't really need this. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I used to not do that before, but I usually I realize that how much money there is out there to both get and to keep, because your wealth is really what you can keep.
Right. But everyone has something they love, right? Like so everybody has, like people go, oh my God, it's so stupid for you to spend all that money on Manolo Blahnik shoes or Christian Louboutin, these fancy shoes or whatever. It's like, people collect cars, people collect shoes, some people collect coins. We collect movies. Karen and I love movies. Everybody has a thing, so nothing's bad as long as it's in your as long as it's in your budget to do that. So what people are doing now is they're trying to live like celebrities.
I'm someone's really big on having a peaceful life. Yeah. I really don't like drama. Yeah. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like there's some part of me that just wants to be with a family and sort of low key. Yeah. Not left alone, but just low key. Yeah. I don't like everybody in my business, and I don't really care to show off. Yeah. I don't really care to show off. I don't really, you know what I mean? Like I'm not.
I think people feel like they have to though to get a post. Yeah. Everybody wants to get some kind of a post up, right? And like I was saying a while back, like I know people who create situations so they can put up a post. as opposed to enjoying the actual experience of that creation. But we like watching those, Kara kind of got me into that, those videos where it shows like a crackling fireplace or a beach.
Oh yeah, well you can like, sometimes I look at like videos of just like a fireplace.
Yeah.
And they just play a fireplace and you can hear it. It's like ASMR.
Yeah, really. I like it.
And you just, like a fireplace. Just look
ASMR
like
is a big deal. Like people are really...
I like the sound of rain. And
yeah.
I like the sound of nature. But I do like a fireplace and I like peace.
You know, I remember the first thing that was the hardest to get used to when we came back to Indiana, the fact I forgot how quiet it is in Indiana. Because when you live in New York, there's a lot of like construction and, you know, cabs and just a lot of people. Yeah, it's very loud there. So after 10 years, you get used to it. But when we came home, it was so quiet. It was almost hard to get used to.
Oh yeah, those days of big cities are. I'm
done.
You know.
I'm done.
So not interested. I like small towns.
I do. I
like the idea of living in small towns.
I went to what's that place? Rhode Island. I went to Rhode Island once. That is a small state. State is small. You can do a whole circle around that entire state. But it was so cute. Newport. It was so cute. Like it was like I felt like I was in Mayberry. And it was just like these little shops and then the pier and then you got the lighthouses and the beach and it's just this very. I love the whole vibe of that place. Everybody's just very sweet and kind. The only thing I didn't really love about, the only thing I could see why I couldn't see myself living there is I wouldn't want to live up in New England, but there's not enough what's called diversity.
Yeah,
it's a lot of white people. A lot of white people there, and well, you know, that's great for them. I couldn't imagine living in a place where it didn't have enough no diversity. I remember I was out there looking for some concealer or something, and the concealer I used to use many years ago was Black Opal concealer, and I just could not find it. And so the person I was with, we were like driving everywhere to every like CVS, any drugstore we can go to try to find this damn concealer because I didn't have any for mine. I was gonna be there for 5 days and didn't have any. I just kind of wanted to look spruced up sometimes. And we went to like, I'm gonna say like 8 different stores. And finally the last store, I just asked the CVS worker, this lady, I said, I'm looking for a brand. It's called Black Opal. They have this thing like that. And then she was so honest. Like I said, I just cannot find it anywhere. And I didn't even think about it until she said it. But she was like, yeah, there are brands because it's not our demographic. Obviously, and I don't know why I didn't think of it. But she was like, if it's not our demographic, then a lot of the buyers won't buy it. So Black Opal, most people that buy that are Black people. I said, right. And she was like, right. I said, okay. She said, I'm not trying to be weird, but I said, no, I didn't even think about that. That makes complete sense. Thanks for being honest, because I can stop looking. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know. So we went to Boston. Yeah. Because it's close. We ended up driving to Boston because it's really close, and we just went to a mall and never found it. But I'm like, wow, how do you live like that? You know what I mean? Like, I can't. I have to have some type of diversity in my life. If I can't find at least even a concealer, can you imagine trying to get approved for stuff there? Being Black? Oh, no, y'all. It might be kind of difficult. That's a good eye cream. We're going to have a favorite things coming up pretty soon. But their eye creams are really, really good. You guys really like it. Earth to Skin, I'll put a picture of it here. I'll link it below. This is the Honey Royal Jelly Eye Cream. Check it out. All right, guys. Don't forget to, of course, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We would greatly appreciate that. If you're new here, welcome. We upload every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. on the dot. So look out for our videos, you guys. Everybody have a really good weekend. That's it. All right.